Essence of science. The power of curiosity. Science in everyday life. Discoveries as jigsaw pieces. Applying the scientific method. Developing problem-solving skills. Cultivating curiosity for learning. Science as joyful exploration. Now starting, summary. Science is a way of thinking, observing, and doing things to understand the world and uncover the secrets of the universe. The most important thing in science is curiosity, which drives us to ask questions and explore the world. Science is everywhere, from the depths of the ocean to outer space, and even in our kitchens and playgrounds. Discoveries in science are like pieces of a giant jigsaw puzzle, with each new piece of knowledge leading to more questions and discoveries. Scientific method can be applied unknowingly to daily life situations. Learning science develops our capabilities for finding solutions to bigger problems and solving more mysteries of the universe. To learn science well, it is important to be curious and observe surroundings keenly, asking how and why. Science is like joyful exploration, encouraging us to wonder about the mysteries of the universe and ask questions. Now starting, key takeaways. Science is a method of exploration driven by curiosity to understand the world. Scientific discoveries are interconnected, building upon each other to solve mysteries. Cultivating curiosity and keen observation are crucial for learning science effectively. Now starting, Spotlight on Greatness. Spotlight on Greatness, Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein initially struggled with speech development as a child, leading some to believe he had a learning disability. Einstein renounced his German citizenship at age 16 to avoid mandatory military service. He played the violin from a young age, and music remained a lifelong passion, providing him with relaxation and inspiration. Einstein was offered the presidency of Israel in 1952 but declined, stating he lacked the necessary aptitude. He never received a Nobel Prize for his theory of relativity, but rather for his explanation of the photoelectric effect. Einstein's brain was studied extensively after his death, revealing some differences in regions associated with mathematics and spatial reasoning. He developed a refrigerator with his former student Leo Szilard, a design that required no moving parts. Einstein was a strong advocate for civil rights and spoke out against racism and discrimination. He kept a simple wardrobe and lifestyle, believing material possessions were unimportant. Einstein corresponded with many children who wrote to him about science, offering encouragement and simplified explanations. Now starting, infographic. Exploring the world. Science explores the world through thinking, observing, and uncovering the universe's secrets. It is a method to understand the world. The power of curiosity. Curiosity is the most important thing in science. It drives us to ask questions and explore. Science helps us to find solutions. Science, it's everywhere. Science is everywhere, from the ocean depths to outer space and even in our kitchens. It can be applied to daily life. Science as a puzzle. Discoveries in science are like jigsaw puzzle pieces. Each new piece of knowledge leads to more questions and discoveries, solving mysteries. Science solves problems. Learning science develops our capabilities to find solutions to bigger problems and solve more mysteries of the universe. Be curious and observe. To learn science well, it is important to be curious and observe surroundings keenly, asking how and why questions. Now starting, flashcards. What is science? A way of thinking, observing, and doing things to understand the world and uncover the secrets of the universe. What is the most important thing in science? Curiosity. What does curiosity drive us to do? Asking questions and exploring the world. Where is science found? From the depths of the ocean to outer space, and even in our kitchens and playgrounds. What are scientific discoveries compared to? Pieces of a giant jigsaw puzzle. How does learning science help us? It develops our capabilities for finding solutions to bigger problems and solving more mysteries of the universe. What is important to learn science well? Being curious and observing surroundings keenly, asking how and why. What is science like? A joyful exploration. What does each new piece of knowledge in science lead to? Drives further questions and discoveries. How can the scientific method be described in relation to daily life? The application of the scientific method, often without realizing it. Now starting, missing word. Science is a way of thinking, observing, and doing things to understand the world and uncover the dash. Secrets of the universe. Explanation. This sentence highlights the broad scope of science. The most important thing in science is dash, which drives us to ask questions and explore the world. Curiosity. Explanation. Curiosity is the foundation of scientific inquiry. Science is dash, from the depths of the ocean to outer space, and even in our kitchens and playgrounds. Everywhere. Explanation. This emphasizes the omnipresence of science. Discoveries in science are like pieces of a giant dash, with each new piece of knowledge leading to more questions and discoveries. Jigsaw puzzle. Explanation. The puzzle analogy illustrates how scientific knowledge builds up. Dash can be applied unknowingly to daily life situations. Scientific method. Explanation. Science is not just for the lab, but an everyday process. Learning science develops our capabilities for finding solutions to bigger problems and solving more dash. Mysteries of the universe. Explanation. Science empowers us to solve complex problems. To learn science well, it is important to be dash and dash surroundings keenly, asking how and why. Curious, observe. Explanation. Highlights the key skills needed to learn science effectively. Science is like dash, encouraging us to wonder about the mysteries of the universe and ask questions. Joyful exploration. Explanation: science is a journey of discovery. The most important thing in science is curiosity, which drives us to ask and explore the world. Questions. Explanation: curiosity is the foundation of scientific inquiry. Learning science develops our capabilities for finding to bigger problems and solving more mysteries of the universe. Solutions. Explanation highlights practical capabilities that science education develops. What is science at its core? The correct answer is a method of observing, thinking, and doing to understand the world. Explanation: science is fundamentally a process of observation, inquiry, and activity aimed at comprehending the world and the universe's enigmas. What characteristic is a key component that drives exploration and questioning in science? The correct answer is curiosity. Explanation: curiosity is a fundamental element in science, acting as the driving force behind exploration and questioning. How can we understand discoveries? The correct answer is pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, where each piece leads to more questions. Explanation: discoveries are like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. New knowledge builds upon existing understanding and leads to further inquiries. What does the study of science include? The correct answer is our planet, food, water, and materials around us. Explanation: science allows for the exploration of our planet, food sources, water resources, and the materials that surround us. What steps are included in the scientific method? The correct answer is observation, questioning, hypothesizing, experimenting, and analyzing results. Explanation: the scientific method encompasses observation, questioning, hypothesizing, experimentation, and the subsequent analysis of results. How can everyone participate in science? The correct answer is by asking questions and seeking answers. Explanation: actively engaging in questioning and pursuing answers enables anyone to participate in science. What will learning science help develop? The correct answer is develop abilities to address problems and uncover the universe's mysteries. Explanation: science fosters the development of abilities to address problems and unveil the universe's mysteries. Where does science exist? The correct answer is everywhere, from the depths of the ocean to outer space. Explanation: science can be found everywhere, whether in the depths of the ocean or in the vastness of outer space. What is one thing that science helps us do? The correct answer is to understand mysteries. Explanation: science is a way to unravel mysteries, implying that its purpose is to provide explanations. The world is full of things that are waiting to be what? The correct answer is explored. Explanation: the world offers boundless opportunities for exploration and discovery. Which of these is not a step in the scientific method? Curiosity, experimenting, observing the planet. The odd one out is curiosity. Because experimenting, observing the planet, and hypothesizing are all part of the scientific method. Curiosity is a key attribute in science. Which of the following is not directly described as a component of science? Discoveries, food, thinking. The odd one out is food. Because discoveries, observing and thinking are a part of science. Food is an object that may be explored by science. Which of the following is not explicitly a step in the scientific method? Analyzing results, questioning, exploration. The odd one out is exploration. Because analyzing results, questioning, and observing are explicitly mentioned as steps. Exploration is an action enabled by science. Which of these is a driving force rather than an ability developed by science? Understanding, curiosity, addressing problems. The odd one out is curiosity. Because understanding, addressing problems and exploration are abilities developed by or related to science. Curiosity drives science. Which of these is not explicitly mentioned as a place science explores? Outer space, depths of the ocean, garden. The odd one out is garden. Because outer space and the depths of the ocean are specifically mentioned, while a garden is just a general example of something to explore. Which is not explicitly named as a step in the scientific method? Results, experimenting, hypothesizing. The odd one out is results. Because experimenting and hypothesizing are explicitly named. While results are part of the scientific method, they are not a step in themselves. Which option isn't described as part of the process of science itself? Thinking, observing, outer space. The odd one out is outer space. Because science involves thinking, observing, and doing. Outer space is something science explores, not a method within science itself. Which of these is not directly involved in science's cycle of knowledge? Food, understanding mysteries, asking questions. The odd one out is food. Because science helps us understand mysteries, which leads to asking more questions. Food is not a part of this cycle but can be studied by science. Which is not a part of the science discovery process? More questions. Scientific method. Discoveries. The odd one out is scientific method. Because discoveries are like puzzle pieces, leading to more questions and exploration. The scientific method encompasses a sequence of steps in science. Science. Understanding the world. Curiosity. Drives exploration. Discoveries. Pieces of a puzzle. Scientific method. Experimenting. Asking questions. Seeking answers. Learning science. Address problems. Science. Ocean to space. Observation. Studying our planet. Exploration. The world. Hypothesizing. Scientific method. Science. Guidance. Observe. Conserve. Planet. Granite. Ocean. Motion. Explore. Adore. Results. Adults. Question. Digestion. Mystery. History. Discoveries. Miseries. Experiment. Ferment.